I'd like to welcome everyone today to the groundbreaking ceremony for the Tampa Police Department Firearms Training Facility. This project has been in the works for quite some time, so this is a very exciting day for the City of Tampa and the City of Tampa Police Department. It is my privilege and honor to introduce the best chief in the entire nation, Chief Jane Castor.
All right. There's an upwardly mobile individual. Thank you, Lieutenant. All right, welcome everybody. I know this is has been a day that has been long in the making, and something that the Tampa Police Department is looking forward to. We haven't had our own range since 1995, and we have been using the MacDill Air Force Base range in the past, but we were moved off of that range for obvious reasons. We went out to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, and we've been using their range for years. They have been very gracious in allowing us to train out there, but because of the distance, it's an hour drive from headquarters, it's difficult for officers to get out there. So what it has come down to is that in most instances, our officers are just requalifying once a year, and that's just not enough. So by virtue of having this facility here, officers will be able to come out on a regular basis and practice and train and qualify on a regular basis. So it really is invaluable for us, not only in the savings that we will have in driving out to the range an hour away, but also the time that the officers are away from the street and not able to be out there protecting our community. We'll be able to cut down on that dramatically as well. And studies show that the more officers practice with their firearms, the less likely they are to be using them in real life scenarios. So we believe that this range is not only a benefit to the members, men and women of the Tampa Police Department, but to our community as well. And I have a couple of people that I have to thank here. First of all, Michael Platt from Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. He's the range master, and we actually designed this range after the Pinellas County system. They have an outstanding range over there, and we can't thank you enough, Mike, for your assistance. Next, Jennifer Williams. She is the Palmetto Beach, president of Palmetto Beach Neighborhood Watch Association, and we have worked very closely with them. They're the closest neighbors, approximately 3/4 of a mile away. We want to have a range that's of value for us, but also we want to be good neighbors. And according to Sergeant Jarrett Seal, Jennifer basically designed the range so so that it would be quiet and it wouldn't be an impediment. So Brian Murphy from Integra, they're the construction company that is going to be building this range, and I know it's been a long time coming for you. Casey Jones from DPW, thank you so much. We couldn't have done any of this without you. Jarrett Seal, this is he's been the taskmaster on this for quite some time now. Couldn't be done without you. And last but not least, retired Major Sophie Teague, who this was her brainchild. She came to me years ago and said, "Now, Chief, I know what your first response is going to be, but..." So here's to you. Sophie and I went through the academy together almost 31 years ago. So this range is for you, Sophie. And today is Sophie's birthday. So happy birthday to you. Yeah. I'm not sure what other gifts you've gotten, but I doubt anybody's given you a range. So there you go. And also, Vernon Schlechty's in the back. He's a range master from TPD years ago. He has probably taught every police officer in decades how to shoot. He was the one that taught all of us out there 30-some years ago, and he'd been teaching years before that. So we are very excited about this range, and it certainly couldn't be done without the permission and the involvement of our fearless leader at the Tampa Police Department, and that is our favorite mayor, Bob Buckhorn.
That's only because I'm their only mayor.
No, that's not true.
First of all, Chief Castor, thank you, and to Sophie, happy birthday. You going to get your hair cut today? I noticed that, yeah. But to the generations of police officers that are here today, let me sort of capsulize why this matters. You know, you play on Sunday the way you practice during the week. And the opportunity for our police officers to be able to train on a regular basis and not have to drive to some godforsaken place out in East Hillsborough County, which takes up time, which takes up money, which takes up gas, really makes a difference. And so we want our officers to have access to a range like this where they can go in and train as much and as often as necessary, because that muscle memory, that ability to make those decisions on an instantaneous basis, the decision to shoot or not to shoot, to put themselves in what would be as close to real life experiences as one could possibly replicate in an artificial environment, is important, because they're going to get into situations and they're going to have to make that decision, whether to shoot or not to shoot, whether to take someone's life or to not. And it is important that they have as realistic a training as we can possibly provide for them. It is good for us as civilians. It is great for the men and women who serve us. The opportunity to train and to train and to train again in case we run into those situations on the street, which we inevitably do. But to know that they've got the best training available is the least that we can do for those that would put themselves in harm's way for us. When I got elected, I said I was going to do a couple things for our public safety departments. I was going to replace Station 5 and Station 19 for Tampa Fire Rescue, and we were somehow going to find a way to get this range done. And I am happy, Sophie, that you kept pushing. I'm happy that Chief Castor saw the wisdom of this, and for all of our public works departments that are here managing this project, let's get it done on time, under budget, and our officers will be safer and this community will be better as a result of it. So this is our gift to the Tampa Police Department, but more importantly, it is our gift to the community, because we will be a safer place because these men and women will be better trained. So let's move some dirt. You know I love to move dirt and cut ribbons. So let's get about this thing. I will be there at the range with my guns. Everyone duck, because I may need a job after this job. So you know, maybe I'll go as a reserve officer or something.
There you go.
So let's go ahead and yeah, Vernon, yeah, you could train anybody, even me. I heard you muttering back there. This mayor's got a keen sense of hearing. So let's go ahead and move some dirt and let's get this thing rolling. Thanks, everybody. I do this for a living.